Welcome to Pluck, Pull, and Play, where we pull one of our consciousness deck cards and apply concepts around power and growth and development, transformation to some aspect of being human and being in your life. Also, just a quick plug. It's funny, it's a P word that goes with pluck, pull, and play. Um, that we've been posting every week some really meaningful, thoughtful uh, writing and about power. And so, if you haven't caught any of those, head over to the Substack app and see them. And we also give links to them on Fridays, which it's also in the app. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we got. All right. And we're gonna think about what is it that we need to think about today that might just help us make the week a little more intentional, a little more conscious, where we can bring our focus to something specific. Because we know that when we do that, oh, look at this. We haven't gotten this one before. This is disappointment. Disappointment. Wow. Hmm. All right. Well, let me just tell you what I think about this one. I think we give a lot of power to disappointment, and what that often looks like is that we either run from it or we indulge in it. And disappointment is one of the hardest experiential, like in our body things to be with. I feel like disappointment always has this thud in it. It's like you drop into your stomach and you find nothing there but a thud. Disappointment also to me has this quality where it takes every cell in our bodies and it like sucks the energy right out of it. And of course, depending on whether you stay in your head with the disappointment or you actually really experience it, I think disappointment in our head tends to start going to all of the things that we have experienced or will experience, or we start anticipating places where we're going to actually feel disappointment. The other thing about when you think about power and disappointment is that you're the idea that life has a disappointment means that there was something that you wanted or something you were hoping for or something you expected it to go a certain way and then find yourself on the receiving end where it circles back on you and it turns out that it isn't what you expected. So inside of that little nodule there that I just talked about, there's the intention, the dream, the goal, which you could say, oh, that's a good thing. It's like being productive. There's the judging stuff, like it should go a certain way, but then it didn't. And so now there's almost like this censure or contemptive quality of looking at something as if it should not be that way, right? And then there's also inside of the uh, what sets up a disappointment is there's these deeper places where we have needs that we are those needs means that by having it filled, I am more whole. And so when those things don't get filled, then the experience is really like an equation where something was supposed to be filled, then something wasn't filled, and then you're left with less than like a minus number. So really, when we're talking about disappointment and we're talking about power, it's very much, if you're going to explore this, it's very much deciding which path are you looking at inside of this, which thread are you going to follow? The middle one, which is, "Ah, this should not have occurred this way. I am so disappointed," which can sometimes even look like, I am so disappointed in you because you let it happen. That entire path is kind of yucky and it's very human, but it's super yucky. So if you're in there, and of course we do this to ourselves too, right? I should never have let it happen. I can't believe I did that. I'm so disappointed in my behavior, right. That whole path goes in the opposite direction of learning about the self, of looking at how we're human, of sourcing what was really going on with me when that thing occurred. And so I want to just say disappointment is one of those big, mega experiences in life that I would encourage you, A, not to run from, and to not give it too much power in that you don't really look for the learning that goes in it, or you run from it, right? Yeah, that's really, we don't want to run from disappointment. All right, on that note, have a great day.